Ladies, what is one kinky thing you've always wanted, but you're afraid to ask guys to do? I have a story. Gather round, kids. When me and my now husband were just young silly FWB, this a warning to everyone that thinks you can't catch feelings. We were in the heat of a passionate snog, and without thinking I asked him to hit me. What I meant was spank my ass daddy. What I got was him pulling his fist back to give me a full-on black eye. Luckily before he punched me in the damn face he said, "Do you mean in the face?" No, I did not mean that. That, my friends, is how I learned to say what I mean. This has me laughing uncontrollably just imagining it all. To tie me up, spread eagle, and eat me out. I always feel like guys I meet aren't that into eating girls out, and it seems like asking them to do something they'd get no pleasure out of. Hey guys, here's a pro tip. If you make a woman orgasm every single time you have sex, even if it's via oral, you're not going to regret it. It's an investment. Source: I'm happily married woman. Getting married to a woman who doesn't like cunnilingus ruined one hell of a streak for me, actually. I want to do the BDSM thing, but instead of pain play I want it to be more like forced pleasure. Lots of teasing and denying or forcing of orgasms. I want a role play where I have to try and pretend what they're doing doesn't feel good, and if I give any sign that I'm enjoying it, there's some sort of sexual punishment. That's some fun stuff. I love to tell my partner that they aren't allowed to come until I finish a countdown from 5. Then once you've done that a few times, you can surprise them in lots of fun ways. Start the countdown at 10 instead of 5. Stop in the middle of counting to remind them not to come yet. Slow down the counting as you get close to the end. Accidentally lose count and start over. This one works especially well if they say something like "please, let me come," which is what distracts you. At the end of the countdown, stop fingering/fucking them instead of making them orgasm. Same as the last, except you just barely push them over the point of no return, so they have a ruined orgasm. I just want to be hugged. Gross. It's borderline offensive. Fucking freak. Tie me up and treat me like a slave. Not something that the average man is comfortable with, especially my loving and caring husband. Haha. I would imagine that dudes who are comfortable with it are maybe too comfortable with it. I want my husband to kiss me. He's not into kissing, and I really want to make out. Summers is like, hell kiss me, but he won't full on make out with me. He thinks only teenagers do that. Also he's broken his nose so many times he can't really breathe through it. Oh well, if you guys got the money, you might want to consider corrective surgery for that. Even if the docs say it's NBD, being able to breathe with your mouth closed is a pretty huge improvement. I'm noticing a lot of women here are saying rough play, choking, slapping me in the face, or various other kinky stuff as one of their things, and having problems with their partners getting into it for fear of hurting them. Obviously everyone has heard of using a safe word, but here's one better: the green yellow red system. Basically, it's like a safe word with levels. Do you like what he's doing and want it more intense? Say green to let him know you love it and to go harder. Do you feel like you're reaching your limits with how rough it is and like where it's at? Say yellow to let him know he's right about where he should be and not to go any harder. Is this going too far? Say red to let him know stop, I might need a break. It's the system I use with any partner of mine, and every kinky experience I've had has been very fun and rewarding for both of us. Eiffel Tower. Tie me up and blindfold me and use me however they want. Tongue fuck my asshole. Talk dirty. Spank. Choke. Kiss my neck. Massage my ass while you fuck me. Sex in public. 4-way. Kiss your neck. Everything else was fine, but get out to here with that perversion. I've always wanted to dress up as his mother and breastfeed him. I feel like there's such a stigma around the pretending to be mom and breastfeeding kink, though I've never asked. I mean, it is way more wholesome than pretending to the dad and banging your daughter, which is a far more common fetish. To let me peg them. I haven't found the right one to ask yet. I'm on the other side of this. It's hard to find a girl that wants to peg me. I really want to be shared with another man, maybe even a woman too. RIP your inbox. This seemed like an obvious consequence, given the content of her post. Then I saw her username and just started to feel bad for her. I begged my boyfriend to slap me across the face and he absolutely refuses to do so. So I gave up on it. Unfortunately, he indulges pretty much everything else, so it's not too bad. Sometimes, I just really love feeling pain during sex and I love physical markers of it the next day. Bruises are incredibly sexy to me, but could also, obviously, cause issues for him, so that wouldn't be cool. I just love him overpowering me and putting me in my place, I guess. It's just really hot to me. Start with ass slapping, and then one day, just sort of spin around real quick. You're welcome. I want to get fucked in a semi-public place. Truck stop. Anal play. Not full on anal sex, but a plug doesn't sound too bad. This one seems so tame. Why not just ask? Anal play is just one step past totally vanilla sex. Probably doesn't even register as beyond vanilla in some people's books. Seriously, talk about it. Maybe your partner has had similar thoughts, but is also too timid to bring it up. I haven't brought it up yet because I'm really shy/inexperienced in sexual matters. I have a boyfriend, but I'm currently a virgin, and when I briefly brought up the idea of using toys, I wanted his opinion before asking about anal stuff. He seemed really uncomfortable with even the idea of anything other than vanilla or oral sex. Pain. I'm really tight, and he is large. He's so afraid of hurting me, which I think is so sweet because he's gentle and it feels good, but at the same time, sometimes I don't want him to be gentle. I would be okay with it hurting some, and I think I would love if he went harder and got off to it. I also love hair pulling, scratching, and biting. I think I love it so much when he does it because he's such a caring, loving, respectful man that when he does get rough with me like that I fucking melt. He doesn't do it much, but I love that feeling of pain and dominance over me in the bedroom. Not really that I'm afraid to do, but that most men are afraid to do, and that is pegging and eating a guy's ass or fingering him. The thought of doing any of those things to my man turns me on so much, but he is strictly against any play on him. I'd really like it if we had sex in front of his friends and perhaps share or swap with some of his friends that have GFS. I don't think his friends are hot. I just want to make them jealous of him. I really want someone to cream pee me, suck their cum out, and feed it to me. Love me that nasty shit. Not me, I'm male, but a female friend likes to be joked. So I guess that's a thing. Maybe I keep finding the same type of women, but every girl I've had sex with has asked to be joked. I'm a filthy slut and just ask for everything I want. So far no perversions have gone unsatisfied. A healthy, balanced love relationship. Also cock and ball torture. Username checks out. I want to be pinned down and fucked hard. My boyfriend is really against being rough with me. He's very gentle, and I appreciate it, but man, I just want some animalistic behavior. I've always wanted to try anal, but I'm too scared my husband would be grossed out. I just got some €1 anal plug from AliExpress. You can put it on your ass while being penetrated and see how that feels. Hurt me, slap me, tie me up, choke me, keep going until I can't take it anymore. My ex was pretty good at this as she likes the same kind of stuff, but it's still not an easy thing to ask for depending on who you're dating. Late to the party, but I haven't seen this yet. I'm not afraid to ask anyone to do this. It just hasn't happened yet. Also, I don't have sexual relations anymore with the only person I trusted to do it. Anyway, I want to be bound by rope, not leather, and snuggled and gently fucked. Nothing more to it than that. No pain or holding out on orgasms or anything. Just a sweet love session while I'm bound up into a little ball. My boyfriend always treats me / calls me a whore / slut / little girl when we have sex. I just want him to kiss me and say my name when we bang every once in a while. Not exactly kinky, but it's something I want desperately. I always scream the name of the girl when I'm coming. Yout love me. Honestly, I'd like to try some scat play. Specifically, taking a shit while getting fucked. I wouldn't want to do much more than that, though. Anal. Oral and penetrative. I'm scared the guy I'm with will get a look of disgust or be completely turned off. I'm not saying I wanna do it every single time I have sex, but maybe once in a while, if the mood strikes. You should just ask. More guys than you think are into it, like almost all of them. Use lots of lube. I like fantasizing about FMF threesomes. My boyfriend is somewhat open to it, but I'm afraid to entertain the idea of making it a reality, out of fear of freaking him out. My wife is bi. We had another couple we did this with. Basically my wife and the other couple had a threesome, then a week later it was me, my wife and the women from the couple. Everyone enjoyed themselves a lot, but we talk a lot about boundaries and other things leading up to it. It did help that my wife and the other women are both bi though. Got any similar stories? Leave it in the comments below.